Pharmacies are a major part of the vaccine rollout, and so far, some pharmacies in Alabama have received doses. Our Kenesha Dees spoke with the Alabama Department of Public Health to find out what role the pharmacies will play.
There are some pharmacies in the state of Alabama who already have COVID-19 vaccine available for provision.
Dr. Karen Landers with the Alabama Department of Public Health says more pharmacies are in the process of ordering vaccine. The vaccine is free. However, Landers says some pharmacies require a registration or administration fee.
Persons do not have insurance or Medicaid or some coverage to pay an administration fee. Then they are not to be charged for receiving the vaccine.
Landers says right now the health department is working on a map to put on their website to show where vaccines are available at retail pharmacies. Pharmacies are also required to be registered imprint providers, a system used to keep record of immunizations.
First of all, if the vaccine is recorded in imprint, then Imprint has a way to notify persons electronically of their second dose.
Landers says the type of vaccine a pharmacy receives depends on the storage capabilities and says many pharmacies cannot store the Pfizer vaccine, which requires an ultra-cold freezer.
Moderna and the Pfizer, the Moderna can be stored in a regular vaccine freezer, which again, if you're going to be an imprint provider in the state of Alabama, you have to have a freezer that is capable to store vaccine.
People aged 75 and older, healthcare providers, and first responders can get vaccinated now. Landers says the health department is working on allowing people aged 65 and older to get vaccinated also.
We absolutely want to address that population of people as well. It again comes back to how much vaccine that we have available to be administered.
Putting the Valley first, Kenesha Dees, WZDX News.